Oh, why are you so close? Man, I love you. You my everything. Oh, no. Damn. Nose running like a mug. Listen, people. Listen, people. We're back on the rack. No, really. I need to. There's a lot of stuff going on in the W. I'll be real with y'all. I'm gonna take one more bite of that. I ain't gonna here. I'm not even gonna figure. Oh, ow. Yo, I'm laughing. I'm laughing because because I just thought of this matchup with the Aces and the Fever. And I just realized, what if the Fever run around the Aces just to advance to the finals? What if this playoff series is just literally the Fever running around the Aces, like running in circles? It's just gonna be Kelsey Mitchell doing a mile every game to beat the Aces because the Aces can't run with her. Hey, bro. The Fever are about to run laps, literal laps around the Aces to get to the finals. That would be hilarious, boy. You already know the talk of the town is going to go crazy if the Fever can make it to the finals. That it's crazy that that streak, that three, what is it, three number one pick streak. Excuse me. I got cleaning chemicals in my nose, man. I almost passed out in the bathroom. um, it's crazy that the streak of the number one picks and then go into the finals in like the next 3 years would be alive if the Fever did make it to the finals. If the Fever do make it to the finals, but damn, I just lost my thing. I just lost my train of thought. No, but it would be wild if the Fever get to the finals with no Caitlin Clark. But here's the thing that I've noticed about Indy, bro. They have like 1,000 guards, bro. They're kind of like the Sparks, and this is part of the reason I think the Sparks did well too, because you have a decent front court, you have a decent enough front court, but you got like 100 guards on your team. All these guards just be running around, and it really no one like in the W. A lot of these guards in the W don't have a bag like that. So when they running around, they just running around. There's not even like a purpose. So I know this person's gonna try ISO game. I know this person's gonna step back, hezzy me, or try to get me with a step back, get me to drive. I know this person's a slasher. It's just a lot of running around because there's not too much bag work. So this is what the Fever lineup has been reminding me of, because I remember when they picked up Odyssey Sims, I was just like, how is that going to work? Like, I like Ari McDonald, yada yada. First of all, I thought it was weird that the Sparks cut Odyssey Sims, but um, I was just like, how is this going to work? And then I was just like, you know what? It kind of reminds me of the Sparks in a way. But these teams that have like mad guards, and really you have one of the best guards in the WNBA in Kelsey Mitchell. So you don't just have a guard running around doing nothing. Odyssey Sims is also a bucket too. Aerial Powers, who we picked up, is also a bucket too. Excuse me. Now Lexi Hull, Swiss Army knife, she doing the dirty work and whatnot. We'll get into that. But I picked up and I was just like, man, this is when I came to realization like earlier today that the Fever might outguard the Aces. Because let's be real, we didn't do a prediction for this, but I recognize that the Aces, a lot of people were saying Aces, Aces going to sweep, Aces going to the finals. A lot of people were talking about the Aces going to the finals, which is why I tweeted that a lot of people are riding with Aces to the finals, knowing damn well the Aces are only relying on two players right now. I said that when they were playing the Storm because I thought the Storm were going to win, right? And I said a lot of people are riding with the Aces, even though the Aces are only riding with two players. No one else is really contributing for the Aces. So here y'all are going all in on the Aces, going all in with the Aces. When I was trying to point out to y'all that how far are Jackie Young and Asia Wilson going to take you? How confident are y'all with that ship? I did ask that. I always ask the questions. At this point, I realize I always make the claims that a lot of these fans aren't making out here. A lot of people y'all just so tribal, man. Oh my Lord, y'all tribal. Tribal to the point where y'all stop thinking and y'all stop being honest. That's the weird part. Like tribal to the point where y'all just like, you don't care about what might happen in the game. Hold on, I gotta get a piece of tissue, but that part is really funny to me. But anyway, Jordan says, as a Fever fan, like your after. Sorry, I just pulled up the chat. My bad. I really just did pull up the chat because I'm really like, again, I cleaned the bathroom and now I'm sneezing like Jordan says, as a Fever fan, like your after game breakdowns. Appreciate that. Sorry, I'm still trying to get right. We're still early in the stream. Let me get a piece of tissue. All right. Sorry, my nose again, guys. It's running. We're still early in the stream, kind of. So just chopping it up. So what this stream is basically, see, you can hear it too. What this stream is basically going to be the semifinals game one breakdowns. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep doing like these post game streams unless like the people want them. But I do know that I try to stream after when the stuff that I say actually plays out right in front of us, or if something that I said like goes the entire opposite way. That's when I really do try to stream. So this stream is really just the breakdowns. We're going to take a look at the end of season awards, but like I said, there's a lot of stuff going on in the W, so I'm actually going to try and cover a lot of it today. So let's get into the end of season awards first, since we have all of our outside of the all WNBA teams. Whoever was campaigning for Sabrina Ionescu to be first team, I think that's gone now, especially seeing that Alicia Gray was MVP candidate top 5. Kelsey Mitchell was MVP candidate top 5. So we had our top 5 list drop like, what was it, yesterday or 2 days ago? What was it? Alyssa Thomas, Fee, Asia Wilson, Kelsey Mitchell, and Alicia Gray. Solid top 5. I think that's what we all expected, right? Asia Wilson wins her 4th MVP award. I believe she received 52 or 59 first place votes. I have a theory about this Asia Wilson in these end of season awards, specifically towards Asia Wilson. And I don't see it. I know a lot of people were upset about the code DPOY stuff, but there's something really weird happening, or that's been happening with Asia Wilson and her awards. It's either, here's the thing. I don't even think there's an in between. It's either there's something not coordinated purposefully, but coordinated accidentally, discriminately. I don't know. There's something where it's like these voters do not think for themselves. These voters, these WNBA end of season awards voters, they don't think for themselves. So because I think some of them don't think for themselves, they end up doing stuff in a coordinated, predictable fashion, which is why some of this stuff plays out the way it does. And the theory is the W has a really weird problem with giving Asia Wilson awards. I know what everyone's going to say because everyone's going to be like, what do you mean? She's won all these awards. She's won half of the awards, half of MVP since she's been in the league. Yes. But recently, especially in the past 2 years, the W has been super iffy about giving Asia Wilson full season hauls. Or maybe I should say that. It seems like well, I'll keep it at awards because what was it, 2020, 2023? She won DPOY, yes. Right. So we can make the argument. This is like the third season running. Because she won DPOY. Hold on, chat, help me out real quick so I don't have to pull this up myself. She won, Asia Wilson won DPOY in 2023, correct? Okay. In the past 3 seasons, we can make the argument that the W has been hoeing Asia Wilson out of a full season sweep. And when I say sweep, I'm just referring to MVP and DPOY. Because it just we'll start in 2023 DPOY. I just want to confirm this real quick before I talk on it. (2023). Okay, got it. So she was WNBA MVP 2023. Okay, here's the thing. Follow me here. 2023. Somebody votes Asia. Somebody gives Asia a fourth place vote for MVP, correct? And that was the year Stewie won it, correct? Okay. Asia gets hoed out of MVP, out of a sweep. She gets hoed out of a sweep. Remember, the sweep is MVP and DPOY. 2023, someone votes Asia Wilson fourth place. She gets hoed out of a sweep. 2024, we all knew she was winning MVP, correct? Like, we all knew she was winning MVP because of that fourth place vote last season. So, like I said, I don't know if it's the voters that don't know what they're doing, but I think because some of them don't vote for themselves or don't really know what there are some voters I don't think really watch the WNBA. Truly, I don't. Some of these voters do not watch the WNBA, okay? So with that in mind, we all knew, and I told you all this myself, that Asia was going to win unanimous MVP in 2024. Not saying that she didn't have an amazing year. She did. She had an extraordinary year, breaking all sorts of records, everything, shoe dropping, whatever. Or anticipated shoe dropping, right? She had a crazy year. First 1,000-point scoring season, all that stuff, okay? But we all knew that she was going to win unanimous because of that fourth place vote in 2023, right? So in 2023, she has her DPOY. And that's it. And she gets a fourth place vote. In 2024, she wins unanimous MVP. And she doesn't get the sweep. They give DPOY to whom? To Nafisa Collier. A lot of us can make the argument that the best player last year in the WNBA, bar none, was Asia Wilson. If any year she should have gotten a sweep, it probably should have been what? Last year, correct? She was the best player in the W. They gave the DPOY to Nafisa Collier. So that's the second year in a row that Asia Wilson gets hoed out of a sweep. Okay, y'all follow me here, right? Okay, that was 2024. Fee had an amazing defensive year, absolutely sure. Give it to her, yes. But was she better than Asia Wilson last season? Defensively, I don't think so. Asia, I think, was the best player. I think we can say that 2020, when we talk about this in the future, we're going to say 2024, Asia Wilson was a different piece, probably should have swept. They gave the DPOY to Nafisa Collier. This year, Asia Wilson, clear runaway with the MVP, right? She got what? 59 of the votes, right? I believe it's 59. I'll pull up the numbers later because I don't want to say anything wrong. But she was majority winner this year, clear runaway with the MVP. Now, with the DPOY, she's tied with in first place votes 29 each with Alana Smith and Asia Wilson. Cap. Because I'm trying to remember if I saw her. Yeah, if I saw her MVP number. Okay, that's cap. That's absolute. That's a lie. That's a lie. I'm not going for it. So I'm not going for it. Hold on, because follow me here. You can't say that Asia Wilson. You can't show people that Asia Wilson didn't get the full sweep again. Because if you did that, then you'd have people probably saying what I'm saying right now a lot. You'd have a lot more people saying that they consistently don't give her sweeps. They keep trying to spread the participation trophies around. You would have a lot more people saying the W is hoeing Asia Wilson if you didn't give her a part of an award this season. So what do they do with the DPOY? They split it between her and Alana Smith for the first time in WNBA history. A DPOY split. Do I think that's a coincidence? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. So once again, whether you want to call her DPOY or not, she's splitting the award. She co-DPOY. That BS. You have refused Asia Wilson the sweep again. You're telling me Asia's so favored for MVP, clear runaway for MVP, but DPOY, she has the same number of first place votes as Alana Smith. I didn't see much about Alana Smith this entire season from the media themselves. I'm not talking from the Minnesota Lynx, and I'm not even talking from my perspective. I know how valuable Alana Smith is. As Liberty fan, I already told you this last year, and I already told you that maybe a couple of times this season as well. I already told you, like, Alana Smith, I already told you how valuable she is. And I saw some of that, especially in her last season in Chicago when she was leaving, because I was just like, who is this? I've never heard of this. And then boom, she goes to Minnesota and they go to the finals. I don't think that was a coincidence either. But we've already brought up, we know Alana Smith. We know Alana Smith. But I didn't see that from the media. I did not see that from the media. Matter of fact, I saw more push, not saying for necessarily for DPOY, but more coverage from the media on a Gabby Williams more than I saw on Alana Smith. But you're telling me that Alana Smith gets 29 first place votes? BS. And I don't care. I don't care if here's the thing. Even if, let's say this wasn't BS, even if they actually did split the votes and got 29 first place votes each, you're not going to make me believe you because of what you've done the last 2 years when it comes to Asia Wilson. You've held Asia Wilson the last 2 years from completing sweeps. And now you give her, for the first time in WNBA history, their co-DPOYs. There's something really, really fishy going on, and like I say on this channel, y'all heard it here first. What they say is there's something fishy in Denmark. There's something really slick going on in the W, because the W does not like giving Asia Wilson sweeps. They're trying to hoe Asia Wilson out of a full sweep of the end of season awards. I don't know what it is. I couldn't tell you why. I really couldn't tell you why, because I don't think there's anything wrong with Asia Wilson being the face of the league. But all I'm saying is, like, y'all pay attention to this. Please pay attention to this, because they did it again this year. You see what I'm saying? Like, they did it again this year. I don't believe it. I think it's cap. I think it's cap. There's no way. It's like someone is calling shots, does not want Asia Wilson to sweep both MVP and DPOY in the same season. I don't know why. Trust, I do not know why. I believe she's earned it. I definitely believe she earned it. She definitely earned it this season. But what do they do again? They split one of her trophies. Clearly the best player, what Stephen A. Smith say? Clearly the best player, clearly the best defender, and they split one of her trophies. They knew they couldn't do it with the MVP. So what trophy does that leave her? What trophy does that leave y'all some wiggle room to get away with? The DPOY. There's something really weird going on with Asia Wilson in the WNBA. No, and I don't see anyone talking about that. I don't see these media pundits, these flipping voters. I don't see them talking about that. I want them. They probably did again. I don't know if they dropped like the names of the voters for DPOY, but I do know that it was 29-29. Let me turn this off. My fault about that. We do know it was 29-29, but again, never had it in the history of the W till now. I don't rock with that. Anyway, rest of the end of season awards, we kind of knew how this was going to play out. Let me see if I can pull up a cool graphic for this. Veronica Burton. Let's start with, I guess, most improved. I guess Veronica Burton for most improved. Deserved. I really thought Alicia Gray was going to get that. Alicia Gray was going crazy this season. But yeah, Veronica Burton for most improved. Rookie of the year went to Paige Beckers. She had 70. What was it? 70 first place votes, and Sonia Citron got 2. I don't know how I felt about that, really. Sonia Citron getting 2 votes. I don't know how I felt about that. I really don't. I feel like 2 was a little low. You see what I'm saying? Like, I know they're like, she probably wasn't gonna win, but excuse me, 2 votes for Sonia Citron, who wasn't like a first option until later on in the season. 2 makes me feel like people weren't really watching. You know what I mean? Nafisa did go 50-40-90 and not win MVP. And someone on Twitter pointed out that the reason Fee didn't win is because she got injured in a game where they were up 43 against Asia Wilson's team, too. That's wild when you think about it. So Cheryl Reeve, of all the hype she does of her players, she really did F over Nafisa Collier's MVP season. A 50-40-90 season. And let's be real, she plays in the other game, she probably goes like 50-38-90 or something. You know what I mean? Like, you really screwed over Nafisa Collier's MVP campaign. Because you had her in a game up 43. Alrighty. Rookie of the Year, Paige Beckers. Most improved, Veronica Burton. Yeah, I don't necessarily have a problem with that, but again, I think it kind of still falls in line with the players. Like, is this player most improved, or is it, or have the minutes improved? You feel me? I don't know if that's me just being a cynic though, like me just being a scout. Like, is it most improved, or did their minutes improve? Like MIP should just mean minutes improved. Because some of these players, it's just like they get the opportunity and then we give them most improved. But it's just like, how do we know if are they improving or are they just getting the opportunity now? You know. But anyway, Veronica Burton was hooping. She's still inconsistent. She low key on Satu Sabli timing, but I'll leave that alone. Well deserved because I'd give it to her just because I've literally seen her game improve. Like a lot of players in the W, I don't see any difference coming into the seasons. I'm fine with Veronica Burton winning because her game improved. Holy hell, her game looks different. I'll give it to her just for that, just for developing. I'll give her that. But yes, sixth player of the year, or I don't know why they call it that. Just call it sixth woman of the year. Sixth woman of the year goes to Nafisa. Sorry, Nafisa. Goes to Naz Hillman of the Atlanta Dream. Shouts out to sixth player, sixth woman of the year, Naz Hillman. Michigan in the house. A2 in the house. So the DPOY was a sympathy award for the Lynx so they could have something. Yeah, basically. But it's also, again, y'all heard it here first. The theory's out. The W has a problem with Asia Wilson sweeping the awards. You heard it here first. Let me find the rest. DPOY, we already know. Co-DPOYs with Alana Smith of the Minnesota Lynx and Asia Wilson of the Aces. MVP is Miss Asia herself. I'm seeing a video of Veronica Burton working out now. I don't know why. Am I forgetting anything else? I noticed they have like we have clutch player, like most clutch player in the W now, and now we don't have and we don't I don't see that they haven't like added that to the W or not. I'm not saying it should be, but I was just pointing that out. Oh, coach of the year was Natalie Nakase of the Golden State Valkyries. Well deserved. Well deserved for Nat. I think she did a great job of like getting her players to buy into the new system. I really do. So I don't have really much to say for the rest of the awards, but I just put out my theory. Well, not even theory. I put out my observation. I put out my observation. Let's see what we have next. It's the 21st today. So Sportsmanship Award will be on the 22nd tomorrow. WNBA Executive of the Year will be September 23rd, so that'll be Tuesday. The All-Rookie Team will be released next week, Monday, and the All-Defensive First and Second Teams will be released October 1st. Why are we waiting so long to, geez Louise, okay. Good golly, Miss Molly. Now let's go ahead and get into these breakdowns, these game breakdowns. Oh, my bad. Yeah, that's all I have to say about the awards. We can go ahead and get into these breakdowns now because I know that's what y'all want to hear. Now, I watched Indiana versus Las Vegas. I watched more of that game than Minnesota versus Phoenix because I saw that Phoenix was in the lead at half, right? And they had at one point 42 of their 47 points were in the paint. I'm just like, bro, this could really be a good thing for Phoenix because, like, if you start hitting threes, now you're really spacing yourself. But then once I saw it was still close, I was just like, all right, yeah. Yeah, like you didn't take advantage of the fact that you were outscoring the Lynx in the paint. Crazy strategy. It was crazy strat if it worked. But y'all didn't do that. Once it was close, I was just like, all right, now the Lynx are gonna walk you down. If you're really just not creating space because you're shooting badly from three. Okay, here come the Lynx. That big, I'm telling y'all, the big on the Lynx. What was her name? 77. That's not her number. I'm thinking Luka Doncic. What is it? What is her? Maria Kalinikova. Kalindikova or something like that. Because my one issue with the Lynx was like, is their front court going to be okay? Like, yes, they've lost. Oh yeah, by the way, they did lose Dejanay Carrington for the rest of the season. That's a huge hit. They should be okay. They should be able to get past the sorry half and injury. You know what I'm saying? But they did lose Dejanay Carrington. But my concern always for the Lynx was going to be their front court. But her name is Maria Kalindikova. She is number 77. I know I'm not look at that. I pay attention. I pay attention. I think she's solid. I really think she's a solid big. 4 points, 4 rebounds, 2 steals, 1 assist in 8 minutes of play. She's solid. And if she's the third rotation now that Dejanay Carrington's out, you should be okay. A little bit of front court reprieve, you should be okay. Jessica Shepard again is also, your rotation player. She not Fee. She's not really Alana Smith either. You should be okay here. Your guard situation, that should be fine. Like that should be able to take care of itself because usually with the way the Lynx work is K-Mac might not show up. Courtney Williams is probably usually like they're one of their more consistent guards. But if Bridget Carlton can show up, like the team gets picked up by the different players. You feel me? Like sometimes Courtney Williams might be having a bad game, but Alana Smith's on, Bridget Carlton's on, Kayla McBride's off, but Courtney Williams on and Bridget Carlton's on. Fee's always getting in the mix, right? It's like they kind of like weigh each other like back to like equal. You know what I mean? They keep each other even. So that's a good thing about the Lynx. But I think this player right here, Maria Kalindikova, she's gonna be key for the Lynx going forward. Why am I talking about the Lynx right now? I meant to be talking about the Aces, but I tried to remember her name. Maybe we might as well just cover the Lynx first then, but there's not much for me to say with the Lynx. I just saw that once I saw it was a close game. I was watching like the first half and a little bit of the third quarter. Once I saw it was a close game, I kind of turned the TV off. I'm not gonna lie. Lynx got rolling and I was just like, I'm done. Once I saw Satu's shooting percentage, let me go edit something. All right. But I think like I told y'all, the more interesting game is going to be the Indiana Fever versus the Aces. Now pay attention here. The Indiana Fever do have a very good chance of going to the finals. They have a great chance of going to the finals. You know why? Because they do not match up. Sorry, the Aces do not match up well with the Fever. It's the Fever that the Aces don't match up well with. This is part of the reason, by the way, I wanted the Storm to win. You know why? Because Asia Wilson doesn't like being checked by Aaliyah Boston. Y'all don't know, bro. Y'all not paying attention to the right stuff, man. I'm telling you, you not paying attention. You're not paying attention. I saw this, and I can say this because remember, I followed the Fever when they were sorry, right? I remember when Aaliyah Boston came in, and I remember she would be moving Asia Wilson, boy. Shoulder into the stomach and moving Asia Wilson. And Asia don't really be moving AB. And I was like, oh, I saw Leah Boston drop that shoulder, move Asia again. Now she threw an elbow for some. This is for Aaliyah Boston right here. Aaliyah, you hit somebody and they fly back. What? Whoever's working with Aaliyah Boston, can we stop having her throw up post hooks from her hip? Why is she backing up and starting her shot at her ass? Like, her shit should be, she's moving people. These people doing the Matrix flying back trying to guard her. Her shot should be already in her pocket. Why is she throwing it up from her hamstring? Like, keep it here. Post hook, boom, lunge. But anyway, she booms Asia Wilson out the way and throws the elbow, picks up the offensive foul. There was absolutely, I don't know if you're watching this or not, but there's no reason for you to do that. You already cleared Asia 2 feet. Hit her again. Just don't offensive foul her. Just hit her again. Just hit her, drop. Boom, left hand. Asia does not match up well with Aaliyah Boston, but there is a payoff there. There's a payoff there. You know why? Because Asia Wilson can go for 50. Asia Wilson they're going to leave Aaliyah Boston. They're leaving it. Notice, Fever aren't really double teaming Asia. They're leaving her on an island. And secondly, I already told y'all, I don't know if Steph White picked up on this. I didn't really see this, but I already told y'all the Aces are two players right now. It's Jackie Young and Asia Wilson. Y'all don't believe me? Y'all don't want to believe me. All right. Asia Wilson, 16 points. Jackie Young, 19 points. Chelsea Gray, 13 points. Dana Evans, 14 points. Yeah, this series is literally Jackie Young and Asia Wilson. Now, I did make a comment on my social on Instagram where I said the series for the Aces is really about Asia Wilson and Dana Evans. Why is this about Dana Evans? Because the Indiana Fever have 1,000 guards. So Asia, there is a payoff to Asia not being able to get by Aaliyah Boston without a fight, because Asia knows she can't body Aaliyah Boston, and that is trucking her gameplay. Now, I'm not saying that Asia Wilson can't go by Aaliyah Boston, or can't score on Aaliyah Boston, or can't drop 50 on Aaliyah Boston. Obviously, I'm not saying that. But there's a lot of work she has to do, and a lot of work I don't know if she wants to do. I don't know if it was just she's coming off of winning the MVP earlier today. I swear if I was the coach, I would have tried to delay that till after our first game. But maybe there was some delay. Maybe there was some delay in like showing up today after, emotional moment of winning MVP and all that. The fourth MVP, first time ever in the W. I get that. But I do notice this isn't necessarily a new thing. Like, Asia doesn't really look for that bump with Aaliyah Boston. She doesn't. Now, Aaliyah Boston struggles against Asia Wilson too. But that's not the point. Aaliyah Boston's job in this series is just to make life hell for Asia Wilson. You don't necessarily have to go looking for Aaliyah Boston this series. She scored 6 points today, 3 of 9, won the game by 16. Aaliyah Boston isn't the factor in this series. She's not. The people that the Aces have to worry about are not necessarily in the front court. You might have to worry about Natasha Howard, because Natasha Howard might get off. But you know who you also have to worry about? And I think this is kind of where Steph messed up, but my girl KK, don't get me wrong, Brianna Turner played great minutes. Brianna Turner actually looked really good out there, but wait till KK gets minutes. Yeah, Aaliyah Boston can check Asia Wilson. They have bodies. The difference is with the Fever, I'm telling y'all, they outmatch the Aces. I'm telling y'all, they outmatch the Aces. They got bodies they can throw in the front court. They got bodies they can throw in the back court. The Aces do not have that. You have Dana Evans, Jewel Lloyd. I think, I don't know what's going on with Jewel Lloyd, but I feel like Jewel Lloyd should have gotten more touches this game. Definitely more post-ups with Lexi Hull on the floor. I don't know what Jackie Young is on. Yeah, she shot well, 9 of 16, 1 of 5, but the entire game she was running away from Lexi Hull. I don't know what this shit's about. Why isn't Jackie Young bodying Lexi Hull? I'm not saying Lexi Hull is a slouch or anything like that, but 19 points with Lexi Hull as the primary defender? No. Absolutely not, Jackie Young. Unacceptable. You should be putting her in the hoop. I don't see guns on you for no reason. You should be putting Lexi Hull in the hoop. Lexi Hull and Jackie Young having a muscle off, boy. Like, Jackie, come on. Come on, Jackie. You making it look bad. Jackie, you gotta do it for the culture, man. Please. You're making it look bad. You're making it look bad. You're making us look bad. Jackie. Why are we running from Lexi Hull? Put her in the hoop. Put her on the block. Somebody put Lexi Hull on the block. Please. Please. Kelsey Mitchell over here doing laps around y'all, and y'all don't even take advantage of this. Chelsea Gray, what you doing? Chelsea Gray, how you doing? Chelsea Gray kind of, again, non-factor. Kirsten Bell, this is the series. This is the series where the Aces bandwagon about to turn again. Because I noticed y'all Aces bandwagon. Y'all haven't had much to say about KB on that little 15-16 game winning streak. Y'all ain't have much to say about KB, but here come KB dropping a donut. Don't expect much from KB this series. It is not her fault. These guards are just faster than her, okay? This lineup not gonna work with this mash up Indiana lineup. It's not gonna work. Indiana, excuse me. Indiana running 3 guards, 6 guards. Indiana running 6 guards and like only 3 people in the front court. You're not ready. The Aces are not ready for this mess. They're dealing with coordinated chaos on the other side. Aces aren't ready for that. I don't think so. I'm not saying this series is over. Don't get me wrong. Aces can still pull it together. But again, I already voiced my concern about this. I told y'all asking Jackie and Asia Wilson to backpack y'all. And according to what I'm seeing in this game, I don't even think the Aces recognize that Kelsey Mitchell's left-handed. I don't know how many times. I don't know. And y'all can believe me if y'all want to. I'm watching this game, bro. I'm watching this game. Every time they don't, y'all don't. I wish y'all like. I might have to live stream this just so y'all believe me. But then I mess around live stream it, and then everything I call is off, right? But I might have to live stream it just so y'all believe me. But I'm literally sitting there watching this game. I'm calling out everything that's going to happen in the game. I already do that in general. That's part of the reason why I do my film breakdowns and I want to work in film breakdown, because I already see everything coming from a mile away, okay? Plus, it's Kelsey Mitchell. I know these players. Every time the Aces were guarding Kelsey Mitchell, I would ask this one question. Why are you not icing the screen? The Aces had multiple... No, wait, hold on. No, the Aces multiple times would come up to the screen and sit on Kelsey Mitchell's right. And you know what Kelsey Mitchell would do? She would go right by him, left hand lay. Left hand lay, snatch back, left hand jumper, cooking Chelsea Gray, cooking Kirsten Bell, 34 points. Hold on, what was her shooting? 12 of 23, 4 of 6 from 3, 6 of 6 from the line. I literally sat there before I turned the TV off, because I turned the TV off I turned the TV off before the fourth quarter. I didn't have any faith. Right before I turned the TV off, I see, y'all know I yell at my TV and shit, but I asked, I'm like, yo, at what point do you ice the screen? At what point do you send this player to the hand she don't normally use? Not saying that Kelsey Mitchell can't get a bucket with her right. Obviously, she did that too today. However, why are you sending her to space? I didn't know we go over screens for Odyssey Sims. I'm watching this game like, what is on y'all scouting report? Aces, seriously, what this is? I'm not even trying to be funny. I'm really not trying to be funny on these streams, but Aces, what is on your scouting report? How did you plan for this team? 2 lefties. You had numerous times where you could have like doubled, closed the space. Asia, for some reason, just won't drop. WNBA players, bro. I'm actually getting sick of this, bro. I'm so tired of this. I'm so bro. What is it about WNBA bigs that just don't drop when the ball is being dribbled past them or is about to be dribbled past them? Keep in mind, their matchups are most of the time non-factors, unless it's they iced one time. Do y'all remember this? They iced the play one time. Sent Kelsey Mitchell. It was on right sideline first half. Right sideline first half. Yeah, first half. Right sideline. They iced the screen. I forget who it was. I think it was Jewel Lloyd. Shouts out Jewel Lloyd. Iced the screen. Asia was there and drop. Ushered Kelsey Mitchell to less space. Kelsey Mitchell, I think it was Kelsey Mitchell, kicks the ball back out to Aaliyah Boston for a three. Aaliyah Boston clanks. I said, how hard was that? You just couldn't do that? No. Jewel Lloyd was the only person I saw actively trying to ice the screens. She was the only person I saw in that lineup trying to actively ice the screens. The question for the Aces, and if they're going to win the series, is at what point do they recognize that Kelsey Mitchell is left-handed? Because I'll be real with y'all, you shut down Kelsey Mitchell, you go to the finals. Kelsey Mitchell had 34 tonight. Remember, Aaliyah Boston does not have to be a factor this series, especially if Kelsey Mitchell is going to be guarded the way she's being guarded. She's not going to be a factor this series. Let me go back to my stats. All she has to do is get in the way of Aaliyah Boston, maybe get in the way of A'ja Wilson, maybe get some buckets if Aaliyah Boston can give you 8, 10. She had 6 points, 11 rebounds. That's all she has to do. I don't know what the update is on Alyssa Smith, by the way. And Alyssa Smith came down kind of hard on like an offensive rebound attempt. Hit A'ja Wilson, went down kind of hard, and said she only played 15 minutes. Yeah, I didn't see it for the rest of the game either. So, situation for Alyssa Smith's not looking good either. But that's the thing. The Aces don't really have any advantage. It's like, oh, we got someone to cover A'ja Wilson. That's it. What is an Alyssa Smith going to win a game against us? I'm pretty sure Stephanie White's going to take that bet. What is Kirsten Bell going to win a game against us? Stephanie White's going to take that bet. Who do you have? Who do you have about to show up for the Aces now? Jewel Lloyd and Dana Evans. Jewel Lloyd, they got to chase guards. Dana Evans, she got to chase guards. Now, I'm not saying Dana Evans can't do it, but this is why I also said this series is going to be Dana Evans as well. Dana Evans is going to get mad ticked this series. Why? Because she has to chase guards. Dana Evans was low-key one of the more effective players of this game as well, because they got to chase her too, and she fast as hell too. So these guards are basically zooming past each other, and then the thing is, the guards can cancel out Dana Evans. The guards can cancel out a Jewel Lloyd coming off the bench. Like the Shea Pettys, Ariel Powers of the world, they're coming on with crackhead energy, and then you have to deal with the starting five who you can't really check anyway. Odyssey Sims is getting off for 17 points, and Kelsey Mitchell's running laps. Literal, like Kelsey Mitchell is dashing, like dash incredible. She moving. You can't keep up with her. Hell, how you gonna keep up with her? You can't even scout her correctly. Yo, let me tell you something, because everyone like, oh, the Aces got to win game 2. Aces gonna win game 2. That game 2 not guaranteed, boy. Game 2 is not guaranteed. On top of that, A'ja Wilson. Can you use your right hand, please? Can you use your right hand, please? Aces, y'all have no scout, and y'all easy to scout. Boy, how many? I might have to do a video where I make up the teams that are super easy to scout. Aces, y'all on that too. A'ja, I scouted you from time, boy. I'm contemplating and trying to, weigh whether I should say this online or not, but I think I'll keep it to myself. But A'ja, easy to stop. Yeah, I said it. 4-time MVP, deserve, easy to stop. Because I know what you don't like. And I also know what you don't do. And one of them involves going to your right. Very linear. And I know which way you like to fade too. And I know which way you struggle with fading. Easy to scout. And I know you don't want to put the ball down against Aaliyah Boston because you don't think you can body her. You can't really. You can, but you don't have the technique that goes with bodying Aaliyah Boston out the way. Yeah. Does it like, again, it may be like, oh, it's only game 1. Why are you talking all this? You're flipping on the Aces. No. I'm telling y'all shit that's been there. I'm not saying, by no means am I saying the Aces are about to lose this series. But I'm telling y'all the stuff that's been there. Like this stuff has been there. This not even just a Asia Wilson versus Indiana Fever thing. Like this goes everywhere. I know. I watch Asia Wilson, bro. I know her ins and outs. The problem is, it might rear its head in this series. You see what I'm saying? Everything comes back to whether you are making your playing life easier for yourself or not. That is the base of this channel. Are you making your life easier or not? And are you improving the aspects that will take you from here to here? That's the base of this channel. And I'm telling you right now, Asia's flaws might be the reason the Aces get bounced. Do I expect a big game too? Sure, but Aces, y'all carried by Jackie Young and Asia Wilson. Is anybody going to help? Will it be Nalissa Smith or Kirsten Bell? Will it be Dana Evans or Jewel Lloyd? Chat. If you were to bet on which team has more help for their superstars, who are you saying does? Who are you saying does? Who has more help for their superstars? Is it the Fever or the Aces? I would make the argument that the Fever have more help for their superstars. You got Kelsey Mitchell and Leah Boston. Who has more help? Natasha Howard, Odyssey Sims, Lexi Hall, Brianna Turner, Michaela Timpson, Ariel Powers. And I'm not sure about Damaris Dantas if she's coming back or if she's still hurt. But keep in mind, you got Damaris Dantas who might be cleared. I'm not sure what her injury is. But then on the other side, for the Aces, you have Asia Wilson and Jackie Young, superstars, right? Chelsea Gray, KB, Alyssa Smith. I'm trying to give you all the players that are actually in rotation. Megan Gustafson got like 8 minutes. Why was Cheyenne Parker Tice in the game? I don't know. What happened to Kia Stokes? Yeah, why Kia Stokes get 1 minute? You might need to play Kia Stokes again. What was that about? Hold on, Becky. What was that about? Why was Cheyenne Parker Tice in the game? Because I saw that. Why was she in the game? You guarding this fast ass Indiana Fever team. Why was CPT in the game? This is a series that kind of calls for Kia Stokes. You kind of need some like length to make up for some of the speed too. So it's like I don't get why I didn't get that call. But Megan Gustafson, your rotation right now from what we're seeing in game one is Dana Evans, Jewel Lloyd, and Megan Gustafson. I didn't really understand that call by Becky Hammond. I damn near forgot about Kia Stokes. But Kia Stokes, you can put a Kia Stokes on a Natasha Howard. That's a lot better. That at least somewhat seals up your front court. Somewhat. Maybe play Megan Gustafson against start Cheyenne Parker. No. Why did I say that? Why did I say that? But who do you think has more help? To me, I would rock with the India. I'm just not saying they're gonna win. I'm just saying like the superstars that have more help or the stars of a team that have more help, I think is Indy. But it depends. Becky Hammond gonna have to coach her ass off, boy, because I'm telling you right now, you did not scout this team. You did not scout. You already. Let's cancel out Aaliyah Boston and Asia Wilson because no one seems to believe me on that anyway. But the rest of the team, you didn't scout that. You did not scout that. Hell no. Kelsey Mitchell went off for 34 points. Damn near 55% shooting. You did not scout that. So, Becky, you got your work cut out for you. Coach Becky, you got your work cut out for you. Las Vegas, they lose game 2. It's clipped. They lose game 2. It's clipped. Because Indy finna get negative, and I feel it. 1 game away from the finals in Indiana. Aces, y'all better tighten up. I don't know how you're going to do it either. I really don't, because this is why I didn't understand their winning streak. This is also why I didn't talk about their winning streak, because I didn't understand it. You see what I'm saying? Like, I didn't understand how they're... Oh, and if you think I'm talking shite, remember when I came out to the live stream and I said It's low-key good news for the Liberty. The Aces are on a, I think at the time, like 13, 14 game winning streak. And that moves them into the second seed above us by like a game or so. And here we are having this tumultuous season, and the Aces are above us by like a game and a half on a 14 game winning streak. Remember when I said that, right? And then remember what I said, so I'm not sure whether to trust, like, what is it about this winning streak? I don't understand it. I don't understand the way. Like, is it true? 60 games, like, that's impressive. Yes, but I'm just like, for some reason, if we were to get the Aces in the playoffs, I'd still be pretty confident. I did say that. I did say that. So, granted, Coach Becky gonna have to get it together. I don't think there was any scout for the Indiana Fever tonight. Can the Aces still win this? Absolutely. But it cannot be Asia Wilson, Jackie Young. Jackie Young cannot be running away from Lexi Holt. You need to ice screens with Kelsey Mitchell. Why do I have to say that? Why do I have to say that on a YouTube channel, bro? Are you serious? Asia, you gotta learn to use your right hand. You gotta learn to use it right. And you cannot be uncomfortable with going right. Everything Asia tries to do is back to her left hand. You can't do that. You're a 4-time MVP. It's time to start using your offhand. Indiana Fever, as long as they understand that they don't need Aaliyah Boston, they should be okay. As long as they understand, hit the glass. And Fever, play KK Timpson, please. If you're playing Natasha Howard, you can play KK Timpson. You want rebounds, you want defense, you want aggression. Play KK Timpson. That is a card the Aces aren't looking to be dealt. Indy, y'all can lose this if Kelsey Mitchell gets shut down. So y'all don't get happy. Y'all you Indy fans, don't get happy now, boy. If the Aces find a way to not even shut down Kelsey Mitchell, but if they find a way to limit Kelsey Mitchell, boy, y'all are cooked. All right. All this red tea stuff, y'all out the window, bro. If Kelsey Mitchell has a bad game, boy, oh boy. Y'all might still be able to win by your other contributions, but if Kelsey Mitchell is off, if the Aces find a way to limit Kelsey Mitchell by hiring me, y'all cooked. Do not let me scout for your favorite team. Oh, sorry. Do not let me scout against your favorite team. I will make your team look like a JV team, boy. If y'all Fever fans, pray the Aces do not figure out Kelsey Mitchell. Pray the Aces coaching staff does not figure out how to ice a screen. If y'all can get a game 2 win before the Aces figure out how to ice a screen, y'all might be going to the finals. If they learn how to ice a screen, it's clip for y'all, bro. Anyway, that's going to do it for this live stream. It's about 60 minutes. I'm about to dip up out of here. I appreciate y'all joining. Actually, let me check chat. I see chat's right in front of me, but let me see it. I'm so sorry I'm stuffy. Like, I'm really nasally, but holy hell. These games are going to be... This game, too. I'm telling you, I told y'all, Fever Aces, that's going to be the series. Minnesota and Phoenix, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm super not really interested in that. But Indiana and Aces... That's going to be the series. That series, game 2 is Tuesday. Oh, yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Y'all let me know what y'all think. That's going to do it for this live stream. I'm out of here, y'all. Y'all take care of yourselves. Be good. Stay safe. Have a great week. I forgot it is Sunday. Have a great week. Don't do anything stupid. Take care of yourselves. Also, look out for other people. You know, everyone's going through something. So... Try not to be the bad part of somebody's day. All right. I appreciate y'all rocking with me, chopping it up with me. I will see y'all probably Tuesday. Post-game Tuesday. Probably Tuesday night, depending on when they play the game. Probably Tuesday night, 9 p.m. Or if not Tuesday night, probably Wednesday night. All right. But I'm out of here. Take care of yourself. Stay safe. Stay blessed. It's been your boy. I'm out of here. Peace.